Welcome to Ajax Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss motion class 9 CBSE MCQs conceptual questions. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Conceptual questions. First one. Distance travelled by a freely falling body is proportional to. Here, distance is proportional to. In the case of freely falling body, we have to calculate. Options are mass of the body, square of the acceleration due to gravity, time of fall, square of the time of fall. Now let us discuss. Let us go to the solution. For a freely falling body, unless specified the initial velocity, its initial velocity is 0. So that is u is equals to 0. Freely falling body nothing but when a body starting from rest, it starts from rest. When a body is starting from rest, then its initial velocity is equals to 0. So initial velocity is denoted by letter u. U is equals to 0. Next, freely falling body is an example of uniformly accelerated motion. From equations of motion, h is equals to ut plus half gt square. So in this substituting u is equals to 0, so we get h is equals to half gt square, as half g is equals to constant. So that's why h is proportional to t square. So distance travelled is directly proportional to square of time. So therefore h is proportional to t square. So the option 4 is correct. Okay. Next. Second one. The numerical ratio of displacement to distance is. Here in this question, what is the ratio of displacement to distance? First option is always less than 1, always greater than 1, always equal to 1, and maybe less than 1 or equal to 1. Now let us go to the solution. The magnitude of displacement and distance are equal only when body moves in a straight line without change of direction. When the body is moving along a straight line without change of direction, magnitude of displacement and distance are equal. In all other cases, distance is greater than magnitude of displacement. So hence may be less than 1 or equal to 1. Equal to, these two are equal. When they are equal? When body moves in a straight line without change of direction. So in other cases, distance is greater than magnitude of displacement. Okay, so distance is greater than displacement. Okay, next. If the velocity of a body does not change with the time, its acceleration will be 0, unity, infinity, may taken any finite value. Let us go to the solution. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time taken or time interval. So acceleration nothing but rate of change of velocity. So a is equals to delta v by delta t. So here velocity of a body does not change with the time. So delta v is equals to 0. So then its acceleration, that is 0 by delta t, that is equals to 0. So acceleration is 0. So velocity of the body does not change. Delta v is equals to 0. So a is equals to 0. So first option is correct. Next. The acceleration of a moving body can be found from area under velocity time graph, area under distance time graph, slope of the velocity time graph, slope of the distance time graph. Here Acceleration of a moving body can be found from these four. Now let us go to the solution. By using these four options, which one is determining the acceleration? Now let us discuss. If the acceleration of the body is uniform, relation between A, V and T are, that is for first equation of motion, V is equals to U plus AT. Next, as U is a constant, the equation is similar to that of a straight line not passing through the origin. So the graph between V and T is a straight line, then the slope of the graph is dV by dt is equals to A. So that is, so which option is correct? Option 3 is correct. Okay. Next, the velocity time graph of a uniformly accelerated body is a straight line, circle, parabola, hyperbola. Here Vt graph, velocity time graph of a uniformly accelerated body is dash. So now let us discuss. The Vt graph is a straight line because V is equals to U plus At. The above equation is similar to y is equals to mx plus c. Here m is the slope and c is the intercept. This is the straight line equation in mathematics. So y is equals to mx plus c is the similar equation to v is equals to u plus at. So the acceleration, here accelerated body is a straight line. So the Vt graph of a uniformly accelerated body is a straight line. Okay. First option is correct. Next. A gun is aimed at a monkey. The monkey falls under gravity at the instant of firing the gun. The bullet will pass above the monkey, pass below the monkey, hit the monkey, certainly miss the monkey. Let us discuss. Here the bullet will hit the monkey. Next, two bodies A and B are projected horizontally from the top of a tower with different velocities at the same instant. The path of B as seen from A is a parabola, an ellipse, circular, a straight line. Here the path of B as seen from A is a straight line. Next, which of the following has finite acceleration with zero velocity? Freely falling body at the maximum height, vertically projected body, projectile, horizontal projectile. So here vertically projected body has finite acceleration with a zero velocity. Next, if the displacement time graph of a body is parallel to the time axis, the velocity of the body is 0, unity, equal to the displacement, infinity. So here displacement time graph is parallel to the time axis. When the displacement time graph of a body is parallel to time axis, then the body is stationary. So then the velocity of the body is unity. Next one, a body is dropped from certain height. It is an example of uniform velocity, uniform retardation, uniform acceleration, none of this. Now let us discuss. Let us go to the solution. Body projected vertically upward at point of maximum height, acceleration is not 0 but velocity is 0. So that's why here is important note, freely falling body means only force acting on the body is gravitational. So is an example of uniform retardation. A ball is dropped from certain height. Okay, second option is correct. Next one, three bodies A, B and C are thrown from the top of a tower with the same speed. A is thrown straight up, B is thrown straight down and C is thrown horizontally. They hit the ground with speeds VA, VB and VC respectively. Then VA is equal to VB is equal to VC. VA is equals to VB is greater than VC. VA is greater than VB is greater than VC. And VA is less than VB is less than VC. So they hit the ground with the speeds VA, VB and VC. Equal speeds. Now let us go to the solution. Slope of displacement time graph, that is dx by dt, is magnitude of velocity. So hence VA is equals to VB is equals to VC. First option is correct. They hit the ground with the same speeds VA, VB, VC. That is VA is equals to VB, that is equals to VC. VA is equal to VB is equal to VC. Okay. Next. A coin falls faster than a scrap of paper when dropped from the same height because for coin gravitational acceleration is more, gravitational acceleration is less, air resistance is less, air resistance is more. Here a coin falls faster than a scrap of paper when dropped from the same height. Here now we are dropping a coin and a scrap of paper dropped from the same height. So because in these four options, which one is correct? Let us see. Let us go to the solution. Air resistance, that is FA, that is equals to MA. From Newton's second law of motion, F is equals to MA. So AR is equals to F by M. As mass of the coin is more, so AR is less, acceleration is less. So net acceleration, that is equals to G minus A. For paper, mass is less, so AR is more, that is acceleration is more. So then net acceleration, that is equals to G minus AR. So net acceleration of the coin is net acceleration of paper is greater. So net acceleration of coin is greater than the net acceleration of paper. So hence coin falls faster than a scrap of paper. So because for coin air resistance is less. So that's why coin falls faster than the scrap of paper when they are dropping from the same height. Coins falls faster because of its air resistance is less. Third option is correct. Next. A lift is moving down with acceleration A. A man in the lift drops a ball inside the lift. The acceleration of the ball as observed by the man in the lift and a man standing stationary on the ground are respectively G minus A, G minus A, G minus A, G, A, comma, G. Here in this question, a lift is moving down with acceleration A. A man in the lift drops a ball inside the lift. Acceleration of the ball as observed by the man in the lift and a man standing stationary on the ground are G minus A and G. Acceleration of the ball as observed by the man in the lift is G minus A. Here a man standing stationary on the ground, that is due to this G. These are G minus A comma G. Okay. Next. The displacement of a particle along a straight line at a time t is given by x is equals to a naught minus a1t plus a2t square. The acceleration of the particle is a naught, a1, 2a2, a2. Now let us go to the solution. Acceleration of the particle is a is equals to d square x by dt square. So that is equals to 2a2. So which option is correct? Third option is correct. Next one, the instantaneous velocity of a body can be determined graphically, vectorically, using a speedometer, any one of these methods. Now let us go to the solution. Instantaneous velocity magnitude can be found out by first one graphically from xt graph and vectorically by v is equal to dy by dt and by the speedometer also. So you can use any one of these methods to find the instantaneous velocity of the body. Okay. Next, a body starts from rest and moves with uniform acceleration. The ratio of distance covered in nth second to the distance covered in n seconds is 2 by n minus 1 by n square, 1 by n square minus 2 by n, 2 by n square minus 1 by n. Fourth option is 1 by n minus 1 by n square. Let us go to the solution. Distance covered in nth second is, that is Sn is equals to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Here u is equals to 0. Why? Because the body starts from rest. So substituting u is equal to 0 in this, we get Sn is equals to a by 2 of 2n minus 1. This is equation number 1. Distance covered in n seconds is, that is S is equals to ut plus half an square. So that is u is equal to 0. So S is equal to half an square. For t seconds, so t square. For n seconds, so n square. Consider this as equation number 2. Next, taking 1 by 2, that is Sn by S is equals to a by 2 of 2n minus 1 by half an square. So here a gets cancels and this becomes 2 by n minus 1 by n square. Here a by 2 is equals to a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Here this is half an square. So here 2 gets cancels, a gets cancels. Here we are getting 2n minus 1 by n square. So separating 2n by n square minus 1 by n square. N gets cancels. Here 2 by n. Only 1 here cancel. Remaining is n. So 1 by n square. So 2 by n minus 1 by n square. Next, this is the final answer. So first option is correct. 2 by n minus 1 by n square. Okay. Next, a stone is dropped from a height in a high wind. The wind exerts a steady force on the stone as it falls. The path of the body is circle, straight line, parabola, complicated to decide. Here a stone is dropped from a height in a high wind. The wind exerts a steady force on the stone as it falls. The path of the body is, now let us go to the solution. The density of the stone is high, so the wind does not have effect on the stone. Hence, the stone moves in a straight line. So the option is, second option is correct. So the path of the body is straight line. Okay, because the density of stone is high, so the wind does not have effect on the stone. Hence, stone moves in a straight line. So that's why the path of the body is a straight line. Second option is correct. Okay. Next one. A body is projected up with velocity u. It reaches a point in its path at t1 and t2 from the time of projection. Then t1 plus t2 is 2u by g, u by g, root of 2u by g and root of u by g. Let us go to the solution. Here t1 and t2 will be the time taken by the body to reach the points A and B. So velocity of the body at point A. Here this is the diagram. Here a body is projected up with velocity u. It reaches a point in its path at t1 and t2. T2 is from the time of projection. Now we are calculating T1 plus T2 value. Now velocity of the body at point A is VA is equals to U minus gt1. Next, so time taken to reach the point A, that is t1 is equal to u minus va by g. If t is time of ascent, that is equals to time of descent. So t2 is equals to t plus t minus t. So t plus t 2t, 2t minus t1. So t1 plus t2 is equals to 2t, that is equals to 2u by g. This is time of flight, 2u by g. So 2u by g is the correct option. Option 1 is correct. Next one. The average velocity of freely falling body is numerically equal to the half of the acceleration due to gravity. The velocity of the body as it reaches the ground is g by 2, g by root 2 g. Here we are calculating the velocity of the body as it reaches the ground. Let us go to the solution. Average velocity is equal to displacement by time. So here displacement nothing but u square by 2g time u by g. So g gets cancels, u gets cancels, 1 u here remaining u by 2. So average velocity is equals to u by 2, that is equals to g by 2, where u is the velocity of the freely falling body just before reaching the ground. So therefore u is equals to g. So velocity of the body as it reaches the ground is g. First option is correct. Next one. In the case of a body falling freely from small height, the changes of position are equal in equal intervals of time. The changes of velocity are equal in unequal intervals of time. The changes of acceleration is zero in unequal intervals of time. All of the above. Now let us go to the solution. When a body falls from a small height, acceleration to gravity g remains constant. So change of acceleration is always zero irrespective of time intervals. So in the case of body falling freely from small height, the changes of acceleration is zero in unequal intervals of time. Okay, third option is correct. Next, a man standing in a lift falling under gravity releases a ball from his hand. As seen by him, the ball falls down, remains stationary, goes up, executes simple harmonic motion. So now let us go to the solution. According to principle of equivalence within a given system, without looking other systems, it is impossible to distinguish between physical effects due to gravity and those due to acceleration. So that's why the ball remains stationary. Okay. Next, a body is projected up with a speed u and the time taken by is t to reach the maximum height h. Pick out the correct statement. It reaches 3h by 4 in t by 2 seconds. It acquires velocity u by 2 in 3 by 3 seconds. Its velocity u by 2 at h by 2. Same velocity at 2t. So in these four options, first one is A is correct, second option is B is correct, third option is C is correct, fourth option is D is correct. Which is the correct statement we have to pick it. Now let us go to the solution. Time of flight t is equals to u by g. So that is equals to u is equals to gt. In time t by 2, the height reaches by the body, that is h is equal to u of substituting t by 2 minus half g t by 2 whole square. So that is equals to 3 by 4 h. So velocity of the body in t by 2 seconds is v is equal to u minus gt. U minus gt by 2. So u minus g into u by 2g. Gg gets cancels. U minus u by 2, taking LCM 2u minus u by 2. Next, velocity of body at h by 2. V square minus u square is equals to 2gh. So from this, v square is equals to, it can be written as u square minus 2gh. So v is equals to root of u square minus 2gh. Substituting in the place of h by 2. So then the equation becomes root of u square minus 2g into h by 2. Here h nothing but maximum height, h is equals to u square by 2g. substituting in the place of h u square by 2g. Here first 2 gets cancels, then v is equal to root of u square minus g into u square by 2g. G gets cancels, so v is equals to root of u square minus u square by 2. So here taking LCM, 2u square minus u square by 2 under root. So 2u square minus u square by 2 root of. So this becomes u by root 2. Therefore v is equals to u by root 2. Okay. After 2t, body returns to point of projection, so magnitude of velocity is same but direction is opposite. So first option is correct. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.